Hello everyone, a very good afternoon. I hope everyone is doing well. So this is a short video where I wanted to discuss one of my personal observation when I was trying to customize a pre-trained PyTorch model. And I observed something which we'll discuss. So the main gist is that when we are uh, customizing the pre-trained model, instead of just updating the parameters like model.fc.out features is number equal to new class, we should actually initialize it as a new layer, and we'll see why with this example. So I'm going to use a pre-trained efficient model. So I'll call this library and also a taught summary library. Now my new model will have a new customized model will have number of classes as 4. But before that, let's call this pre-trained model. I'm calling efficient at b0. And now if you see, I'll just print the model, and you can see in the last layer it has 1000 classes because it's trained on the ImageNet, and the dropout is 0.2 and the input feature is 1280. And we can also see a nice summary of it using the start summary library. And then you can see that the last layer there are 1000 classes and the total number of parameters is 5288548. Now let's initialize input of shape 1 comma 3 comma 2 to 4. And now when you pass it through the model, the shape of the output should be having 1 cross 1000 because there are 1000 classes. Okay, so till now it's fine. Now let's say we want to customize this model for our problem. And if you see the model, uh, the FC layer is named as underscore FC, and in PyTorch we can access it using the dot. So model dot underscore FC dot the out features, and I'm updating it to number of classes, which is 4. And I'm also changing the dropout layer, the dot dropout before the fully connected, from 0.2 to 0.5. So let's do this. Okay, now uh, if I print the model, you will see that the parameters has got updated. So you will see the out features has become 4, the dropout has become 0.5. Okay, now this is the tricky part, because now when I pass this input through this updated model, now you should expect that the output you have should have 1 cross 4, because there were 4 classes at the end, like you can see here. But you will see that still it's 1000. So although on printing the model it shows this, but actually it hasn't changed. Okay, and we can also verify this using the summary, that the number of parameters is still the same, 5288, and the last layer still has 1000 classes. So the main approach is that we should not simply update the parameters of any layer. We have to, when we are updating the parameters, we have to initialize it as a new layer. For example, we are updating the last layer parameter, so we have to initialize as a new linear layer with input as model. If you see the model, we can get the input as this one only, model dot underscore fc dot in features, and the out feature would be number of classes. And similarly for dropout, we are initializing a new dropout layer. So whichever layer you update, I'm just showing here two output layer and the dropout layer. You have to reinitialize as a new layer. And now when I pass, after changing it in this way, when I pass the input through this model, now if you see, the output 3 shape would have changed to 1 by 4. And also if you see the summary of the model, yeah, now you can see the last layer has just 4 outputs, and also the number of parameters has reduced because the number of nodes at the last layer is reduced. So I hope you got the idea. It was, I just observed and I thought it's worth sharing, so that yeah, we don't make mistakes in this. And yeah, so to summarize it, just whenever we have to update it, we must update it by reinitializing it as a layer, and just be careful about it. You can just check whether the things are changing or not. So that's all for now. Hope you learned something, and thank you. Take care. Bye bye.